Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? A little bit of a different beard style today. I don't know why I did it. Just something different. You know, take the comb and go out in the world with it, right? Probably won't stay like that, but anyways, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. It's like I stuck my finger in an electricity socket. And out she went. But we got, if you can hear, freezing rain and a bit of snowy crap last night. So I was out this morning and did a bunch of snow. It was pretty crappy because, you know, half of it come off and half of it didn't, and some of it did and some of it didn't. Snowy, crappy, icy, garbagey stuff. Yeah. And it's just basically where the weight of the blade wanted to punch through that crap, and it did, and some places it didn't. So that kind of sucks. But anyways, we got a little job here to do today. Nothing super major duty, heavy duty or nothing, but left the blade on just in case. But today's video, believe it or not, is one of these things. Alright, I'll have to squeeze the little bit of a mess I've got on my bench here with boxes and stuff. I have boxes on my bench here right now because I've got that area cleaned out for them to come and do their window replacements when they are ready to do the window replacements. So I had to move everything out there and find a temporary home for everything. So these are actually all my air filters for the tractors. Looks like it's a 110 TLB outer filter, air filter, so I had them put away, and then of course where I had them put away was going to be right where these new windows are going to go in. So we're getting the new windows in here too, as in that one. And there's one in the back here. That's a single pane, kind of really crappy sort of windows. Those were windows, I guess, that were good when the day they went in when heat wasn't expensive. We'll call it. But anyways, today this video might suck a little bit. Hopefully, actually, after we're done here, it will suck. This is our vacuum, of course, from over at the office. And that's part of my duty, is to keep that place, you know, vacuumed out and clean and dusted and whatever you call it. All the maid services. So I think this thing actually, I've only emptied it maybe twice. This might be the twice time, or this might be the third time. I can't remember. So I'm not 100% up on how to exactly do it yet. I think I'm going to start by pulling this cord just off the back so it's off out of the way. Now this is one of them bagless vacuums, and it actually does really good because it gets sucking up all the stuff that gets dragged in from outside, all the dirt and sand and you know, all the things off my boots and stuff, and everybody else's boots. What does this say here? Push handle. Oh, this has got an adjustable handle here. I guess that's as far as it goes, so doesn't adjust that much for a little bit. So yeah, this is a Hoover. They're good vacuums, actually. I have one at the house like this too. And this one's a little different than my one at the house. My one at the house has like 6 different filters on it and stuff. It's really weird, so I think that's how we're gonna have to do it here. Try to get you in a little bit closer here if I can, so you can kind of see the sweet kind of disassembly of it, and then if I screw up and can't remember how to put it back together, I can look at the footage. I think that just pulls out. Okay, So that's where all your crud comes up here, I guess, in the back. Yeah, it looks like it comes shooting up and then it hits the top thing here, and it's all like caked on there now. A bit of cakings. Let's see if we can maybe decake it a little bit. This thing gets quite a bit of use too. That actually, you know what? I might do that. This whole entire thing comes off of here. Take it off and clean it that way. Hang on, let me grab a screwdriver. Screwdriver. First, the one I want is jammed in my box. Really? Screwdrivers? Really? I think that's the one I want, or maybe this one's too big. Oh, too big. So that's the one that got jammed. Hang on, let me grab another one here. Looking right at the silly thing. Sorry. Okay. So I presume. Oh, these are those weirdy plastic screws that come out like wicked super fast. So now I don't know if there's any kind of gasket behind this little plastic tube thing. Probably not. So you might actually be technically losing a little bit of suction out of that, but that's probably not too bad. Okay, so all those are out. Normally I wouldn't take this off, I don't get that particular, but probably good every once in a while to take her off and give her a little cleaning out. As you can see, it comes out of the bottom of the vacuum suction here, so out of the front up the tube, which is like you can take this off to do your stairs or whatever, up the tube, down through here, around here, so there's a good bend right there. That stuff gets kind of caked on, and then up here, then it's got to go in here, so it gets caked on right in there pretty good too, which I've already kind of scrubbed her off a little bit. But we'll get some crap here to clean that with, and you know what? I am actually all out of my brake cleaner. Totally keep forgetting to go get some more. So we'll just give her a little clean with some WD-40, I guess. Oh. Oh yeah, a lot of crud in there too. Lots of good old crud. So sorry this video is probably going to suck today, but that's sort of the idea. There's a little rubber dewey here. I don't mind getting them too. But I guess if I get in and around everything fairly good and decent, it should be alright. So I don't know what kind of vacuum cleaners and stuff you guys have stuff around you, but this is a pretty big brand around here. This Hoover. We used to actually have a teacher, I think it was high school, and his last name was Hoover, and he really sucked. No, I'm just kidding. He was, I think, a music teacher. I never took music, so I never had him, but that wasn't a very good joke. So, speaking of teachers and funny names, did anybody here watching today ever have a teacher with kind of a really weird sort of name? Take that right out. I'm trying to think. Actually, I had a shop teacher, a welding teacher. He was a really cool guy. His last name was Street. So that was kind of cool. Got to punch this thing back in here. What other funny names did I have for teachers? I don't really remember a whole lot of them now. Oh, this thing's, I should have looked at it. This thing's socks. Yeah, so what kind of strange names did some of your guys' teachers have? Yeah, that Mr. Street I had, he was a pretty neat guy. He taught, well, I had him for grade 9. It was a welding, what do you call it, where it's only, they had 3 different courses, like welding, small engines, and drafting, I think the other one was, in grade 9. Introductory courses. Well, you got that back on there, right? Okay, so this guy here, we're just gonna give him a little bit of soaking. Move these a little bit there. Normally I wouldn't kind of go to this extravagant actual tear apart and cleaning, but it's funny, you gotta clean the cleaner. And you might think, oh, don't use WD-40, holy cow, the dirt will stick to that like crazy. Actually, WD-40 does evaporate. After a little while there, it won't be hardly anything left, so. That's not terribly too bad, I suppose. For a $100 vacuum, I think this thing was originally. Yeah, it's kind of weird how that, you would kind of think this thing might leak like crazy, but I guess it doesn't, so. Like a little groove, I guess, here that fits in, but I guess maybe once it gets kind of covered in some dirt fills in the gaps, right? Okay. Reassemble this thing now. Notice you don't want to crank too tight because they are on a little plastic tab there, and it wouldn't take much to snap. Oh, and then the vacuum would be jumped. And you lose suction for sure if it's not nice and tight there. U.S. patent pending. Oh, okay, so you guys must have these down there then. In the States anyways. U.S. patent pending. Okay, so that should be good. Let's just have a look at the front here. Yeah, that should be alright. So the canister goes back in. Okay, so there's another filter here, I do believe. And that's Yeah, it's pretty dirty. It catches all the super fine stuff, I guess, after coming out of the thing. So tap filter to clean over trash, remove dirt. It's not doing much. I will grab some air power. Hopefully, if I can find my air gun, there it is. Squeeze me. Okay, so I don't know if that's like a HEPA filter thing or something. Definitely not blowing through very good. It's blowing out this way better. I can't say I've actually done this one before, so. I don't think that's a HEPA. HEPA? HEPA doesn't really say exactly what kind it is, but it does have a part number. Okay, what about down here? Not really too bad in there, it's good. Okay, so that one's good. Now I want to check the whatchamacallit system here too. What am I better to do here? Push this down. Flip her over. Oh, I can see some crud on there from where it was sitting in the back here. And usually these things come off pretty much toolless, I think. Okay, this one may not be toolless. Check everything in here. See, it's just short pile carpet over there, so it's like basically like vacuuming like a hard floor, so it doesn't get stuff all wound around the spinnery things. But very interesting. This one I don't believe is toolless. Some of them just have clips, and then this whole front thing snaps off. But would really like to clean that, but how much huge disassembly am I going to have here now? Oh, what the heck is that? Well, that's for your carpet adjustment. Maybe that doesn't have to come off up there. Holy, my goodness, how are you supposed to get those off? I see what's going on here. Hang on, I'm going to need another screwdriver. It's got like these plasticky, really breakable looking tabby things down in here. And maybe not too bad. Oh. That one just fell right out. Boy, that didn't help much. Yeah, they just sort of fall right out the front. Easy clean access. Oh, this one goes this way. Okay. This one's reversed to what I'm used to. There. Oh, that's pretty nasty in there. Oh, this thing's pretty nasty in here too. Okay. So, vacuums always intrigued me. Wondered how they even drive with, you know, just grabbing the little belt and the little off the motor there, right? That's pretty much it. Not too much to it, so just need to take that off. And surprisingly, these belts seem to last for a long friggin' time. You would think in that kind of environment, a couple weeks, that's it, junk. But they're actually decent. Okay. Just make sure to put that back on when you reassemble it. Not a whole lot I can do with that thing, but I will just give this a little clean the crap off it. Gets it all nice and grippy again. Now this down in here, boy oh boy, I don't know how I'm going to clean that. Because it's like really crumbly. I'm going to put some glasses on just in case I get one in the face. Okay, I'm glad I put those on because I got lots in the face. Oh, and this crappy piece. Hang on, I gotta clean this one too. Well, that one didn't clean up so good. Didn't clean up so nice. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to do anything much in here either, but apparently we're needing air. So yeah, that's where your main suction's coming. Right out of here. Hang on. So that's your main suction. So it's vacuuming and I guess filtering or sucking everything into here and then up your dewey and then down and then out the back here. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to clean too much in here though, really. A little more air here maybe. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not too bad. So the vacuum we had before, I can't remember what brand it was, but it got so bad it wouldn't hardly suck up anything anymore. So I think I went to this, got this one TSC Special. It was great. Okay. So I guess actually your vacuum motor is down in here. So that stuff's really got to travel a long way to floor, up through this tube, around through the flexible stair hose, down around that little clear plastic stuff, into here, and then it sucks. I think it sucks out of the back here up to the top, and that comes out the top here, and that's actually where your suction is. So that's sure a lot of round and round we go. Oh, there is another filter here too. Look, I just pulled that off. Oh, okay, well hang on a sec before we get too far ahead here. Before we get too far ahead here, let's put this back together. Because I got pieces all over the bloody place here, and you're like, oh, where did that one go now? I can't remember. Okay, so we got to reassemble our dewey, and there's little bearings in the ends of these things. But I think it's okay. It's not really got a whole pile of miles on it, so. And then these things have to slide down. One's round, one's got like a that shape. So you gotta make sure it goes the right way. And they should fit there. There. The belt's pretty tough. Okay, now let's see here. I wonder if that would stay there if I fired it up. It might. And it also might not. Apparently it's still on. Must have pushed the button up here. That's the on-off button on there. What am I missing here? I'm sure that's the on and off button up here. Why is it still on? Oh, weird. There you go. That's how they work anyways. Get you in a little closer here. So when you turn it on, we should actually be getting suction out of this thing here. Oh yeah. So wow, that's really got to travel a long way. Still don't know how those work quite as well as they do. I guess there's a lot of tension there. Come on now. Wire. Okay, so that is good. We'll put this thing back together here, I guess. Not sure if I'm crazy on these things or not. Lock in the front first, and then lock in the sides. They seem to be weird. So that should be closed layer, so I have to go that way. We better unplug this thing just in case we get our fingers eaten off, which I doubt will happen, but stranger things will happen, right? And we need to put this screw back in that we didn't really probably need to take out, because I didn't kind of quite get it all figured out. Good, good, and good. Alright. So yes, now we have this filter up here, and I guess that's the actual last filter before she goes down into the engine. So we'll just pop that off. It'd be nice if it was just a washable one, but I don't think any of these are. Okay. Ooh. That might have to get blown out outside. Ooh, look at the dirt and dust in this one. Wow. That one I could wash out. Actually, I might run it up to the house and do that one. Whoa! That's really dusty. That's dusty, and this one's going to be really bad here. Let's see if we can get you up to show you that. Change the lights around here a little bit. Okay. I can get you closer. This one probably should be washed out, but I'll try something here. Perfect brand new, but it'll work. Now, how dusty do you figure it is on the other side of the shop here? Oh boy, I bet you it's pretty dusty. Oh well, dust doesn't really kill much or hurt much. Ooh, it's pretty dusty. I opened the doors. I should have done that before I started, but anyways, that's all right. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little trick here too. And this will unfortunately, I don't actually have the right stuff down here. I do have some at the house. But anyways, this stuff works. So what you got to do is just a light soaking of some kind of, I like this fluid film because it kind of leaves a little bit of a residue. A little bit. Roll it all around a little bit, and then you get a nice little coating of oily stuff in there. You know, it's not a lot, but just enough. But you don't want to bog her down too much, or she. Yeah, that's the way she was. Or if you bog her down too much, it will not be able to suck the stuff through, right? I think that's the way that was. I can't remember now. See, my memory's shot. We'll go and slap this guy back in. I think that's it. Okay, so that's, I do believe, the vacuum side serviced. Just wrap this back on here so I don't triple over them now. Now we gotta do the really crappy part. The part where all the crap goes. Basically your toilet of your vacuum cleaner. There's a bunch of bits and pieces in this, if I can remember right. This one open. This one actually opens from the bottom here. But it's got a lot of junk in there, mostly dirt and sand, and there'll be some flies in there. That office, for some reason, has a lot of flies in it. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but I don't know why. I'll tell you why, actually. The attic of that building had a fairly big bat infestation in it there for quite a few years, I think, before I kind of realized, I'm like, oh, that's not good. So bats are not good in your attic. But so basically we need to take this out to the dumpster and just dump it. So I'll just run out and do that. You can see all the sand in there though. Look at all the sand, eh? Wow. She really sucks, this vacuum. It's actually a good vacuum. Now, I kind of think this thing's weird because I thought it should have come apart on both sides, and I don't. Oh, it does too. Okay. Must be thinking of my other vacuum. One of them doesn't come apart. Oh yeah, look at all this lovely stuff in here. We got to take outside and blow that outside, I think. Okay, let me go dump this stuff, shake her off, and then we'll head her out and blow that out outside. Okay, so you really are best to try to find which way the wind's going when you do this. Anything dusty like this. Fortunately, it's coming right towards you guys. Alright, so that was pretty blowy. Not too bad though, really. This thing, yeah, it was starting to not suck very good. And it's only because, I'll show you in a sec here where. But, it's really not too bad. The amount of stuff I put it through. You know, it's pretty hard stuff it's got to clean up, right? Stuff that's basically like coming in from outside. It's not like normal in your house where you take your shoes off at the door and then go in. This is, you know, everybody leaves their shoes on and in they come, right? So it's got to suck all that crap. Pretty good. So yeah, this thing here, all these little vein thingies here get all bunged up with stuff, right? So I don't know if you got a good look at them there, but all those things, that's where all the air gets sucked through. And yeah, they get a little bunged up. So I'll just give this thing a little wipe with some WD-42. Kind of cleans her up a bit. Makes her look shiny and new again and stuff, but like I say, it doesn't last long. So. And this thing actually does come apart more. You have to take some screws out and this whole top piece comes off, but I'm not, it doesn't look too bad through there, so I'm not going to be too concerned about her. Maybe if she gets another 8,000 or 10,000 hours on it, maybe, yeah, but this thing looks like it got pinched kind of weird. This little gasket thingy here. And there's like a weird cone thing here. I guess, I don't know, the air comes channeling through that or something weird. Okay. I gotta figure out how this thing goes back together. I don't think that's right. It's got to go that way. That's got to go that way. There. Oh yeah, it lines up with the Dewey. Imagine that. Imagine that. Okay, so that's good. Just going to give this a little wipe here again so we get a nicer seal. She's not new, so... clean up wire. I guess that's about it. Okay. Let's do a little test here now and see if the suction's any better. Pop that one out. Pop this one in. And take this off here. Now before it was just kind of like... it was pretty crappy, so... It sucked. It didn't suck, actually. So we'll see now. Sounds kind of funny. Yeah, I think she'll work. We'll drive on with her. And she'll be good to suck more dirt for a little while, I guess. This thing's only a couple, 3 years old maybe, so it's not really super old, but they're definitely not making them like they used to. Holy cow, the ones we used to have at the rental that we used to rent out were, you know, upright ones like this. And they were made of like metal. Not, the whole thing's not made of plastic. But anyways, I guess that's the way things are going. Into the plastics. Alright, so we're going to do something kind of cool here. This was yesterday at 2:06. Alright. We're going to do a fast time of this crap coming here. Of the snow. Lots of people in. You'll probably see me here cleaning some junk. There we go. Just suck that pile of stuff up. Back and forth doing that. A bit more sweeping. I had the little machine out. Okay. Cars coming and going. I'm only going 64 times because oh, it looks like my wife going in and out. Only going 64 times just so we can get a good shot at this snow. You can see how fast it comes and, you know, drops its crap. Let's turn that off maybe. Might get a better shot then. Oh, well, there's my truck. You can just see my truck there. This guy pulled in here. I'm wondering what the heck he's doing. He's backing up a few times. Wow, what the heck was he doing? I'm gone. I think he was actually on his cell phone. So, We actually had to go down to the city. It's starting to snow a bit now. A little bit of snow in the air. 4:22. Starting to snow a bit now. The wet road's getting wettish. It's almost 5 o'clock now. Still lots of cars coming and going. Man, and a nickel every time a car coming out of here. I'd be a bazillionaire. It's ridiculous, really. A lot of them you're probably not seeing because it's just skipping right over them. Oh, she's snowing a little harder now. It's starting to build up on the grass now and stuff. You can see over on this far side it's starting to get whiter. And I was curious to see when it actually came through the night here, because we got home and it wasn't too bad. Oh, look, it's starting to freeze down in here and stuff. That's cool. It's actually melting it a little bit and running. Oh, here comes turkeys. Turkeys running around here. There they come. Time to go home. 6:20 or 6:30, they were heading home. Heading back to their roost. So you can see the trees are starting to get a little bit whiter now on the top here. More cars in. Somebody stopped there. This road's getting covered now. That's kind of cool. Oh, it's getting darker. It's 7:36, 7:37, 7:39. I think I had the gate closed by now. It looks like getting crappy out. Oh, she turned to night vision now. Now she's snowing in a little bit. So any of the main driveways just starting to get covered now. Starting to change color there a little bit. Yeah, so 8:30-ish, she was getting snowing pretty good. She's pretty much getting covered now. Pretty much white. Well, that's kind of cool. 9 o'clock, she's still kind of crappy. It must have actually rained at one time because there was a good layer of ice out there. (9:37, 9:40 p.m. last night. It's really coming down now. Woo! Almost 10 o'clock now. Wonder if I could get rid of this. Don't think I can get rid of the screen thing here. Oh well, sorry. It's starting to warm up a bit now. Look at the water coming and starting to freeze underneath here now. It must have been raining a little more or something. I don't know if you can quite see that, but I can see it's starting to get icy looking here now. 11 p.m. Well, that's pretty much got her covered. Let's cycle through here a little bit. So there's 4 a.m. now. Let's calm down a little bit. Still a little breezy. Almost 6 a.m. Starting to go again. It's crazy. (6:30 a.m.) Hopefully you'll see me out here doing some snowing if about around. I was out a little bit before 8 o'clock, almost an hour from now, I think. Well, there's 7. She turned back to regular camera. The street light's still on there, it looks like. And it's maybe off now. Yeah, she's off now. 7:29. There, now she's getting brighter out. You'll probably see me walking down here anytime. 9:50. Where's Bill? There he is. Around 8 o'clock. Oh, there's a tractor out. First swipe, did a bunch of swiping around. Oh, that way. Back again, back again. Back again. Back. And I was away for a bit, and then I come up and did the driveway here. One swipe there. Back doing the rest of the roads. I didn't film that for you this morning because it was all crappy and sleety and crappy and stuff. There we go. Done. Sweet. So that was that. Now, interestingly enough, if I can find it here. Let me just watch this again. There was a muskrat or something that come across the road here. I walked, there he was. Okay, so let's... Just before I did the road here, we'll stop it. It was a muskrat or something. I don't know what it was. I seen him when I was in the office. Actually bringing over the vacuum for today. Okay, stop. Okay, let's put it back to maybe 4 times. So there we are, clearing. Try not to rip up grass too much. Done, and then I'll walk past here, I think on my way to the office. Whenever I get things parked and put back away. Bear with us for a second. I'm just curious to what it was that was walking across the road there. I don't know how well this camera picked it up, but hopefully not too bad. Sometime here. Wasn't too long after I walked down past. I guess I could go a little faster here. Come on. Go 8 times and I can stop it if I have to. Geez, I didn't think I was in the garage that long. Oh, there you go. Okay, so let's turn that down to 4 times again. And I don't exactly know where he came from, but he walked. There he is. Yeah, he's like a little muskrat or something. Come walking down here and then. Whoa, that's a bit too fast. Why did that go backwards so fast? It's only 4 times. Holy jumping. Oh well. So there we go. That's kind of cool. Really? I could click that first to click it off. And there we go, all cleared, and then she sat there all day. And it's still pretty much the same. It has melted a little bit, but not much. It looks like it's starting to snow out there again. It looks like this is live right now, so yeah, that's kind of sweet. I love this thing. It's awesome having this little surveillance thingy. So anyways, I'm kind of want to sometime soon build a little bit bigger bucket. Not as big as the one that we built before, of course, which we actually haven't tried yet. Because, well, everything's not super frozen now, but it's a little bit frozen. Now we got all this crap on top again, so I can't do that. But basically what I'm thinking I want to do is build another bucket that's a little wider than this one. How wide was this one now? I think it was 12. Yeah, by the time we get to the outside edge, she's right on 12. So I wouldn't actually mind one that would be $12, $13, $14, $15, 16, 17, 18-inch wide. So that would be an 18-inch wide bucket. It's not too bad. And then actually, wouldn't mind doing it 24 too. A little wider again. And I don't know if I'd do them for digging. I'd probably put teeth on them. This one was kind of specially made just for doing my cremation hole stuff. But I don't know if I could actually heat that much steel up for my back plate. I could probably if I used some skinnier, thinner stuff, which I do have back in here somewhere. I think that stuff we used, now it's kind of buried now, but that stuff we used was a 1/8 inch stuff, which is pretty thick. Which I do believe, yeah, was this thickness of stuff, 1/8. But I do have a sheet of stuff here somewhere. Oh, I think it's right down there. Oh, it might be too thin. Because I also want strength too. This stuff's pretty thin. Well, worst comes to worst, I guess we could do what we did with this monster huge bucket and use, that worked out pretty good, and use that piece of pipe, cut some more off of that. Yeah, because this stuff here, I think it might be just a little bit too thin. It's pretty floppy, Where this 1/8 stuff is a lot, got more strength to it. Yeah. Unfortunately, well, actually, how wide is this piece here? I hope. It's almost the right width for a 24. 22. Maybe I could suffice with a 22-inch bucket, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough torch to heat all that all the way across to bend around. I'll just get the other side and then it'll start cooling down. I don't think I'll have enough torch. So we might have to go back, use another piece of this for our back piece, which technically I should be able to cut it right down the center here and have enough for another curve, you know, kind of thing like this. It'd be same sort of profile, I think, as this one, because I don't want it too big, because then it gets holding too much dirt and it gets too heavy, right? So we'll do kind of a profile like that. Now this is the one we built that we did heat and bend, and it actually worked pretty good. But I don't know. I'm not too sure yet. So what I want to do. So, but this would work good for a curve. Cutter there, kind of thing, and then use that, I think. Now I got my big huge Tiger torch here, but it's just straight propane torch. It's not going to heat that stuff. Super good red hot to you know, to bend her around a pipe of some sort. Because the problem is, what pipe was it I used now? I had a big piece of pipe here somewhere. Maybe actually outside. Might be outside. That I was using as my bending mandrel pipe. The trouble with it is it's so wicked thick too. Look at this crap out here. It is raining now, like raining. This is gonna be frickin' a nightmare out here for stuff getting ripped off and branches. But yeah, there's the pipe there we used. So we weld it to that and then heat it up and then bend it around that. But look at the rain even freeze into this already. That's already frozen. Wow. This is gonna suck out here. Okay, so just for instance, when I'm ready to go home here, we're gonna look at this. If it's not ripped off, this little icicle that's starting to form here. See how long it is. So we got probably inch and a bit there now. Let's see how much more there is when we get to go home. But holy cow, this is really already starting to stick to trees and stuff. You can see it on the trees already. We're supposed to get up to a ½ inch of ice on stuff here, so this is gonna suck. Wow. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know if I can use that pre-bent stuff, as in that piece of pipe. That would work a little more better in our favor, I think, than having to bend it all, you know, heat it and burning all that acetylene and stuff. I could just use a piece of this. I have to remember how far to go because I want this to be kind of... What did we do on that one? Well, that's the one we bent, so that's not going to matter. Because you want to come up kind of straight, I'm going to have to add that piece in, which I did the other one, and then bring this down to about here somewhere, so it kind of comes out straight, right? Like we did on this one out here, if you remember. I'm trying to remember too, because it's been a little while. So yeah, we just used that bend a little bit and then brought it straight up the back. That should work pretty good, I think. If you remember that build. She was a pretty good one. That was a big build, but we got her ready. Just finding the time to use her, try her out. It's going to be interesting because I think it's going to really overbalance or underbalance this machine. It's going to... That's what I was saying. It's not going to be for digging. It's going to be for a pile of dirt there. You just put it and level it and scrape it out and stuff, you know. That's about all it's going to be probably really good for. But yeah, it was a fun little project. So we'll hook her up someday and try her. But I'm pretty much sure I'm definitely going to have all the weight of the thumb and all that cylinder off of there because that's going to add way too much weight to it. But yeah. So anyways, there we go. That's going to be hopefully super awesome project coming up soon. These things, build another one of them or something or two or whatever. And that piece I got left there, I got lots to make lots with, so that should be good. I've got well, it's got to be a good 4-foot chunk there, so could make a couple of buckets. Just have to make the one cut on that piece there and then cut the pieces out of that I want for the width for the back of the bucket, and that should work good. I'm going to probably wait to do that project until these windows are done here though. Just because I don't want to get a bunch of stuff going and these guys show up and say, oh, we got windows here to put in for you today. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's probably going to be after that. And exactly when they're supposed to come with the windows, I don't know yet. I won't know until I get a phone call saying, your windows are here. Anyways, that's about her for today, I guess. Like I'm saying, this day sucked. Sucked. It does now, anyways. That little ice cube thing hasn't grown very much. I guess it's kind of warmish. It's not really super freezing too much. It's about the same. So, anyways, I better say good day here because I don't think walking out there with the camera open is a good idea. On camera parts, as we'll say. She's you just hear it freezing, eh? Like over here, look at, she's thickening. Not good. I don't know why it's dripping out of my eaves trough like that. It's probably bunged full of crap, I'm guessing. Anyways, but yeah, anyways, we better hit her home, I guess. For our walk commute, I have to spend the night at the garage. And no, I've never done that before. Never slept through here through the night. That'd be kind of weird. I think you'd be listening for things all the time. Things to be making noises and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I'll head her home. I don't know. If anybody's going to be out running around now out here, man, it's going to be pretty crappy. But it's weird because today it's like doing this. Tomorrow it's supposed to be kind of the same but not raining. And then Saturday, Sunday is supposed to be like 12 and 13 degrees. I don't know. It's weird. This has been a totally weird winter all year. All winter long it's been weird. So, but yeah. So anyways, I'm going to head her out. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you guys didn't think today's video sucked. It does now anyways. As we clean that thing out. Service the vacuum. So I guess I'll shut this off. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you when we catch you. Oh, this is kind of cool though. Neat.